TGIF, everybody. Welcome to a brand new, all new, in or out, pun intended, here on InRavio.com. So, as always, you know me, I like to spice things up every now and then. So, today's guest is none other than Kim D, owner of Posche Boutique and featured on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. They just had their annual Posh fashion show. Yes, round of applause, here we come. You guys all know debauchery always happens at the Posh Fashion Show. So who better to give us the dirt and let us know what happened than Kim D herself. So she's going to be on the show. She's going to be letting us know what's going on, how it was last season, and what we can look forward to on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And she's got a whole bunch of dirt for us. So stay tuned. She's coming up in a little bit. On entertainment news today, I literally was up till like the last, 10 minutes ago, still getting some of these stories. We have some delicious and salacious dirt. So everything from Lady Gaga to Jennifer Aniston, Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, and did I mention Sharon, Sharon Osbourne basically told The View to go F themselves. So I have that stuff for you. Oh, the dirt is crazy. The best part about InRavio, and as you can see above me, is we are completely interactive. So be sure to tweet me using hashtag pun intended. And if you have a question for Kim, I can ask it for her live on air. So tweet me using hashtag pun intended and ask Kim D. And I will get to your questions and we can ask him your questions. Also, you can call us. The number is 1-855-446-7284. Feel free to call in if you have a comment or a question or you just want to hear your own voice. You know, whatever, call me. Or join us in the chat box. I'm looking at it right now. So if you guys have a comment during the show, please feel free to write in there. I love reading your stuff. Also, coming up next week on the program, Jason Vox from Las Vegas, an up-and-coming urban pop artist. We're very excited. He's going to be Skyping us in and letting us know about his new single and everything that he's got going on, so I'm excited about him. What else is happening? November's going to be a busy month for us here. We also have Scott Nevins going to be on the program, Bridget O'Brien, and then we have Thanksgiving, so of course I'm going to have some kind of special debauchery extravaganza. I might even come in a turkey costume, who knows. But yeah, I'm really excited for this month. I'm excited for today's show. So stay tuned. We're going to go and then come right back with entertainment news. You're watching In or Out, pun intended, here on InRavio.com.
putting it off and start painting it up today at Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore paints, sickens, wood finishes, paints, and professional paint supplies, ideal for contractors and homeowners, stain paints and epoxies, family owned and operating, in business for over 55 years, professional and experienced help, located at 2 locations, 55B Route 25, Coram, Long Island, New York, and 1495 Plaza, Montauk Highway, Mastic, New York. Call them at 775-7435 and 775-8135. Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore Paints. Log on to the Enravio Advertisers page today.
Enravio.com.
East End Screen Printing and Embroidery. Shirts for as low as $3 with print. 631-281-TEES. That's 631-281-TEES. 1355F Montauk Highway, Mastic, Long Island, New York. Go to eastendssilkscreenprinting.com for more info.
Hanging with the cool kids at Enravio.com.
Hey guys, it's Christine from Backwater. Tune in every Saturday night from 7 to 9 for music history, musicians' birthday blocks, trivia time, and the best alternative music around. Saturdays at 7, only on Enravio.com, broadcasting to the world.
Sud City Car Wash, Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York. $9.99 early bird special Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Phone 395-6114. Sud City Car Wash. Hand washes, hand waxes, and detailing. Interior cleaning, brushless, car wash club. Simonized products. Sud City Car Wash. Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York.
And now, welcome back. It is time for entertainment news. Ta-da! I love that music. I'm sorry. I'm just obsessed with it. Anyway, so we have a lot going on entertainment news today. I can't wait to fill you guys in on all the craziness that is going on out with our favorite celebrities. And a few of my favorite music stars are making the news. So first up on the bell, Lady Gaga. Her career is kind of like in a flop right now. And she is going into promo overload as her music career continues to flop, unfortunately. Sirius XM Radio announced that Lady Gaga will sit down for an intimate Q&A session with a select group of listeners for the Sirius XM Town Hall series, actually today. So I will let you guys know next week what is going on with that and if there's any update. Next up on the bill, another singer, Carrie Underwood, ruled on the red carpet at the CMA Awards this week, as her jewelry, though, was very pricey. Celebrity jeweler Jonathan Arndt designed a matching pair 11.86 carats of flawless radiant cut D-colored diamond studs. Carrie also wore a pair of his 13.11 carat flawless pear-shaped D-solitaire ring on her right hand. The magnificent diamonds came in at a price, are you ready for this? Just shy of $8 million. Now, I do know this from being in PR, that you can get jewelry and accessories and dresses and other things lent to you when you're doing these big red carpet events because it's like free publicity. I mean, here I am talking about this damn jeweler. But, you know, it's rumored that she actually bought this stuff. So good for her. Hey, if she has $8 million to spend on earrings and a ring, good for her. And another note, though, speaking of Carrie Underwood, I just saw Wicked last week, and I saw in the playbill that on December 3rd, Sony Masterworks will release a companion soundtrack to NBC's live broadcast of The Sound of Music, based on the classical stage musical. It's a 3-hour live production starring 6-time Grammy winner Miss Carrie Underwood as Maria Von Trapp. It will air on December 5th, so be sure to set your DVRs for that. The cast also includes some of my favorites. Audra McDonald, she's from The Private Practice. She has also won 5 Tony Awards and 2 Grammys. She's going to play Mother Abbess. Steve Moyer from True Blood, he's going to play Captain Von Trapp. He is also a Tony Award winner. And then another Tony Award winner, Christian Borle from Smash. He will portray the Von Trapp family friend Max. And Tony Award winner Laura Benanti from Go On. She'll portray Elsa, the captain's one-time fiance. So I'm excited about this. I'm definitely going to DVR that and watch it. That's pretty cool. Who knows? It might spin off. She might end up doing it on Broadway. But anyway, so kudos to Carrie Underwood. Not only does she have $8 million for jewelry, but she can swim around on the hills and be lovely and darling and fabulous. Anyway, next up on the bill, Grammy winner Bruno Mars is set to make $1.5 million. You'll never guess where, because this shocked me. At a bar mitzvah for Russian billionaire Len Blavatnik's daughter. He lives in New York and bought out Warner Music, so he has pressured Bruno to perform, even though it will be for 30 minutes. Pretty sweet deal if you ask me. But Mars, Mr. Bruno Mars, has some demands, and of course, I found them out for you. He will be getting a private jet into the city, a suite in a 5-star hotel, and he's going to own all the rights to the songs he will play. Try telling that to a bunch of 13-year-olds with an iPhone. I mean, they're going to be recording this and YouTubing it like crazy. There's probably going to be something like, you know, everybody's going to put their phones in a bucket before they can go in. But Len's worth is $17.8 billion, according to Forbes, and apparently he's a huge Bruno Mars fan. Also, on another side note, Bruno Mars is set to perform at the halftime show at this year's Super Bowl. I don't know if that's necessarily going to make me tune in more. Will it for you? Let me know. Hop in the chat box. Tell me what you think. It's a pretty cool promo shot, as you see there. So, I don't know. I don't think the ratings are going to jump higher. You know, I'm sure they did, as they did for, like, Madonna and Beyonce. But you know what? Kudos to him. Next up on the bill, Mr. Charlie Sheen and his litter, I guess you could say, are in the news. His children that he has with Brooke Mueller are kind of the issue. So Guardian and ex-wife Denise Richards can't handle Charlie Sheen's and Brooke Mueller's twins, Max and Bob, anymore. Dad Charlie Sheen isn't allowed to live with them, and neither is Mom Brooke Mueller. So what happens now to these 4-year-old boys? A child welfare officials called an emergency meeting between Denise and Brooke, who isn't scheduled to regain custody of her boys until December. Everyone is begging Denise to keep the boys for another 3 weeks until Brooke is scheduled to get them back. But after Denise's letter in which she detailed the twins' pattern of destructive and violent behavior, it is going to be hard to convince her to keep them. Denise has been watching the boys as a favor to her ex-husband, Charlie, when Brooke went into rehab for the 21st time earlier this year. In the letter, Denise also detailed how the kids tried to strangle her own daughters. She has 3, Sam, who's 9, Lola, who's 8, and Eloise, who's 2. She also complained that the twins relieved themselves in their maid's bathtub and also tortured her dogs. You know, this probably is a crazy town. But to add to the drama, on Wednesday, a judge put a restraining order on Charlie, demanding him not to go within 200 yards of his ex-wife, Brooke. Brooke is also in court and had her lawyers try to suspend Sheen's visitation rights to no avail. She also wants Sheen's ex removed as guardian of the boys, but that wasn't accepted. First and foremost, I don't think Denise Richards should have the responsibility of taking care of his faulty relationship against children. Like, I don't think that's fair to him. I don't think that's fair to her. But I don't know if either one, Charlie or Brooke, are fit parents. I guess we're just going to have to wait to see what happens in the courts. But, if these boys are already causing a muck, I have a feeling we're going to see them doing mass shootings at a movie theater, near you. Like, these boys need to go to, like, a juvenile hall, or they need to be adopted and fostered out or something to a real family. Anyway, speaking of coming from under the gutter, Snooki, that's right, the Jersey Shore star, Nicole Snooki Polizzi, is getting ready to tie the knot to her longtime beau, Gianni Lavelle. On Instagram, the 25-year-old pint-sized reality star shared a picture of her holding a planner and wrote, "Got my little notebook and starting to plan my wedding today. Here comes the bride, all dressed in leopard print." But of course, a source revealed to the gossip table on VH1, the wedding will be totally over-the-top Snooki style, and she's going to be a real bridezilla in the best way possible. She will oversee it all and is going to make sure that everything will be talking about how they had the time of their lives. So I hope, I love that we've got to see Snooki grow up over the years and, really blossom into a young woman. Now she's a mom. She just had a great run on Dancing with the Stars. And, of course, I still love to watch Snooki and JWoww. So, I'm excited for this wedding. Okay, so now this next story has been in the headlines for the past 48 hours, and it's one of my favorites. Sharon Osbourne started a war with The View, saying that the host can go blank themselves with one exception. Sharon appeared on the Arsenio Hall show and talked about the show that they compete with initially. Julie, one of the main hosts of the show, tried to keep things polite, but Sharon wasn't really having it. You know what? The video speaks for itself. You know what? Just watch this video. Let me know what you guys think.
What's the difference in the talk and the View?
We do not discuss politics. Mm-hmm. We do not debate. No. I always say The View has changed over the years as the players have changed. Yeah. What? Oh my God.
Let's cut to the chase. Cut to the chase. Stop being polite. Cut to the chase.
Okay.
This is the situation.
Why don't you tell us?
Yes. Situation is Barbara, idolize her. Divine. She is superhuman. I love Barbara Walters. The rest can go
What do we think? You know what? I don't know if she just knocked back one too many red Solo cups, but she did issue an apology. She said she was trying to be funny and irreverent, and it just didn't work. It was a wah-wah-wah. But you know what? I still love Sharon Osbourne. She was empathetic and completely apologetic. And, she basically, she was just really apologetic. And I found it to be sincere. So I think it was just for funny, and you know what? Arsenio Hall's going to get more ratings now because of it, and so is The Talk, and so is The View. And The View actually hasn't even commented on it. They kind of took the high road, which I have to, congrat them on, because you know what? They're not even acknowledging it. So, but let me know, what do you think? Do you think Sharon Osbourne's crazy? I absolutely love her. The next one coming up is kind of interesting. Do you remember that movie with Bette Midler? What was it? The First Wives Club. Well, it looks like Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes are going to start the Ex-Wives Club. Sources say Tom Cruise's exes, Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes, are new pals. The two have been recently become phone pals, so to speak. Can you imagine what these two must talk about? Like, I can only imagine. I wonder if they're like, well, did he like his thumb up the butt while he was with you, or is that just me? Did he bring home any guys from Scientology, or is that just with me? So, who freaking knows? But I think this is hilarious. I really do. I hope they start an Ex-Wives Club. I will totally join that newsletter. Hoping that this couple, it's an update from last week, is not going to Splitsville. Will Smith, the 45-year-old who has 2 children with his wife, Jada, wrote on Facebook that he would like to try to have another child with his partner of 16 years. On Facebook, he wrote, "Happy birthday, Willow." He put this up on Halloween. "Our baby is 13 today. No more little ones in the house. I think I'm going to get Jada pregnant tonight." That was just days after photos were taken of him and his Focus co-star Margot Robbie, who's 23, at a New Orleans party on October 25th. The problem is the couple has not been photographed since August 23rd, and Jada has said a few strange things. For instance, when you are going through a storm with your spouse, stop thinking about what you believe a husband or wife should be. She also stepped out without her wedding ring on Monday night at a gala here in New York City, but a source said yesterday that they are great. They are both very independent, but very much still a couple. Also, these pictures were commissioned by production, the insider told E! News. The entire cast and crew saw them taken in regards to these pictures with his new co-star. I don't know, but yet when, last week we had a quote from Will Smith's mother asking about, the status of the relationship, and she said that's very much private, but we appreciate your concern, or something like that. Watch last week's episode if you missed it. I don't know, I'm a little worried. I love this couple, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Anyway, in kind of sad news, I'm not a huge fan of this individual, but it won't be entertainment news unless I talked about the Kardashians. So Bonnie Disick, the mother of the Kardashian star Scott Disick, died last week. RadarOnline.com has learned she was 63, and as an only child, 30-year-old Scott is said to be devastated at the loss of his beloved mother, according to a family insider. Scott was very close to his mother, that same source said. I'm actually friends with Scott on Facebook, and he made his profile picture today, a picture of his mom. You know what? I feel bad. That's being an only child, he doesn't have a lot of family. So losing your mom, for anyone to lose a parent, it's rough. But so my heart is with Scott today. I'll probably have a Lord Disick shot or something like that. Anyway, Jennifer Aniston knows that hair plays an important role in being a superstar, but she's also smart enough to know if you're not going to take care of it correctly, you won't have any left. That's the reason the actress keeps cutting back her locks to save it from damaging routines she's been doing in the past. The Friends alum, which debuted a shorter cut on Monday, made a big chop after toying with Brazilian straightening techniques, and she said, "My hair did not react very well to it." She said this to Elle.com. While it's very possible that the keratin-based treatment could have damaged her excessively colored hair, an industry insider shares that the Chris McMillian salon, owned by Jennifer's exclusive hairdresser, does do original Brazilian treatments. Back in 2001, Jennifer chopped her locks into a shoulder skimming bob because wearing extensions was making her hair thin. And she admitted then, I'm always one of those girls who does the big old chop off to get it really healthy and repair all the damage from hair coloring and stuff like that. We say bravo to Jen, to saving your strands, cut it off. I mean, cut it off. Or, free plug, you can get Melania hair care from Teresa Giudice. I hear that works. Anyway, the buzz today, for most of the day, has been about Miss Gwyneth Paltrow, and I talked about her last week and her run-in with Vanity Fair, but now she has asked some of her A-list pals not to attend Vanity Fair's annual Oscar party, as her war with the magazine is raging on, but not so fast. Paltrow's ref, Stephen Huvane, responded to the rumors, saying the claims are absolutely false. She has never asked anyone not to attend. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think she probably called a bunch of people. Because, I mean, she called everyone and their mother, including hers, not to give a comment to Vanity Fair when they wanted to do the write-up on her. Anyway, well, to wrap up entertainment news, it wouldn't be entertainment news if I didn't have somebody for you deliciously to look at. So get your cocktails out. You're going to want to sip for this one. Is it Chris Evans? Well, wait, put the picture up. It's going to be a teaser. I wanted to see if you guys can guess who this is. Chris Evans, Hugh Jackman, gorgeous naked bent over man. Anybody? All right, yeah, guess who has just been named the most stylish of the year? And it's not because of his bum. David Beckham has been named the most stylish man of the year at the 2013 GQ Men of the Year Awards. The event took place at the Komische Oper in Berlin, Germany yesterday. So congrats to David, and here are some gratuitous pictures, because you know I have to oogle and Google over some gorgeous people. Excuse me, I'm choking, I can't even get over this. That's him in his H&M underwear ad. And then what's the next one we got? Oh, him just laying on his back in the soccer field. Good morning. And then here comes epicness. Epic, 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 epic. If you're a fan of David Beckham, let me know. I will just have pictures of David Beckham every single day for you guys. All right, listen, we gotta go because Kim D is next up on the bill, and we need plenty of time to talk with Little Miss Kim. So guys, stay tuned. You're watching In or Out, pun intended. We're gonna come back with Kim D from the Real Housewives of New Jersey and Posche Boutique. We'll be right back.
Village Music Shop in Mastic. Anyway, you all know my dog, Mr. Big. Yeah. Well, Dudes and Dudettes Village Music Shop has been in business for over 37 years, serving musicians with the best products and service around. Oh, they have private lessons on all instruments and in all styles of music in their new state-of-the-art digital teaching studios, or the excellent sales and service of guitars, drums, school band instruments, amps, PAs, as well as sheet music, books, and accessories. Basically, Dudes, everything musical, right, Big? Yeah. Chill out. Village Music has rentals on all instruments, even PA systems for your parties and barbecues. Oh, cool. Dudes, Village Music Shop never has a sale on stuff because every day our prices are lower than all the competition. Stores, internet, whatever, guaranteed. Yeah. So come to Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Phone 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Anyway.
Radio.com.
Oil City Skate Park, Long Island's only indoor skate park. Skateboarding, BMX, inline skating, open 7 days a week. Nearly 150 decks by Baker, Flip, Girl, Chocolate, Real, Plan B, Crimson, Zero, Element, DGK, Bogata, and more. The best in tees, hoodies, wallets, trucks, wheels, bearings, t-shirts, hats, and DVD. New York's largest Santa Cruz dealer. Introducing Jark Skateboards, Europe's best-selling deck. Oil City Skate Park, 3565 Maple Court, Oceanside, New York. Phone 516-442-0706 or go to www.oilcityska8.com for more info.
InRavio.com. Welcome to the future of radio. In Radio.
Hey, this is Chuck from the Two Guys and a Chick Show. Check us out Wednesday nights from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about stupid news, email bag, and all-around BS. Two Guys and a Chick Show, only on InRavio.com, broadcasting to the world.
What are you waiting for? Everyone else is advertising on the internet. Shouldn't you? Tired of small returns on phone books, newspapers, radio ads, TV ads, coupon books, direct mail? Everyone is on the internet every day. Advertise on the internet for as low as $100 a month. Over 250,000 impressions per month on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, InRavio.com, and more. Go to the Advertise With Us page on Ravio.com and get started today.
Welcome back to In or Out, pun intended. So as promised, I have Kim D on the program today. Kim, are you there?
I'm here, Maddie.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm fabulous, baby. And you?
I'm good. Look, our studio audience is so excited.
Oh, my God. I've been listening to you. I love You're so fabulous, man.
Thank you, miss. We go way back.
Yes,
Like,
way back.
Like before any of this TV shenanigans ever even started.
Absolutely.
Actually, I have a picture of us, just the two of us, back when you had that gorgeous bob. Do you remember
my
the bob?
God, we had so much fun.
We did. I have to let people know, because sometimes she gets a bad rap.
Yes.
But you are the life of every party. You always have so much fun. You're such an honest friend. Like, you've always told me the truth, no matter what, whether I wanted to hear it or not. What makes you Kim D?
Well, here's the thing, okay? I grew up in East Patterson. You didn't play any games there. East Patterson, New Jersey. It was a rough crowd. So I'm rough, but I'm real. You know, I'm just real. I'm going to tell it like it is. Well, I tease people and say, there's no repercussion for me. I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to say what I want. You know, I'm never going to go against anyone unless they go against me first. And if you go against me first, you have to take what's coming to you. That's it. You have to know what you know. You have to deal. If you want to go up against Kim D, you're going to deal with my wrath. And if you want to be my friend, I'm going to be the best friend that you can ever have. You know, I don't like backstabbers. I don't like liars. You know how I am, Matt. But if you're going to hit me first, I'm going to hit you so hard you're not going to come back again. And that's just the way I am.
Well, you play with the big boys.
Yes, I do. Yes, and I've proved it many times. You know that.
Yes, you have. We've actually done also some really fun events together. Of course, your Posh Fashion Show.
Yes.
I've been there so many times. It's like a highlight of my year.
Thank you.
And but we also worked with Elisa Maria. I hosted, and you were there, and there's this picture of you, me, Kathy Wakili, Melissa Gorga, and her sisters.
Yes.
Reminiscing the good old times.
Absolutely.
How interesting how time has changed, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very interesting.
I mean, we were like, I'm looking at the picture now, like we were this big, like gorgeous group of people just having a blast, enjoying each other, and
Yes.
then the knives came out.
Well, you know what, Matt? I mean, I've told this story many times. I was friendly. When I first met Melissa, I really liked her. And I give everyone a chance.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, I see her in Montville promoting a store that's spelled similar to mine, who the guy that owned it, well, first of all, it's out of business. Let's just say that. The other place is out of business in Montville. And, you know, it was kind of a slap in my face because there's thousands of boutiques in New Jersey. Why do you have to promote that one? So I knew where that was going. So Melissa and I, that's how we started having an argument. You know, I wasn't thrilled with that. You don't do that to me. You know, my business is everything. That's the way I support myself and my son. But since last year, with all the Sun Cubana and the Strippergate, me and Melissa are good now. Okay. We're good. She knew what she did wrong. She apologized to me. I said, I accept it. I'm sorry for whatever I did to hurt you. And we're good right now. It's amazing how things have come around. I happen to like Melissa a lot now.
And I also have some good pictures. One's with Jill Hickey, the not-so-soccer mom.
Yes.
You and me on the red carpet at your birthday party. I believe that was at not San Cubano. Where was this one?
That was at Chakra.
Chakra,
that was at Chakra and Premise,
Yes. Love you in that Hervé Leger dress.
Thank you.
There's another picture of us up, you, me, and Teresa.
Yeah, with the tape on her mouth for the no hate.
Yeah,
New Jersey equality,
yes. I totally forgot to grab that picture.
Yeah, oh my God, that's my favorite picture.
That ended up in Us Weekly.
Yes, it did.
Yep, thank you, Dave Katinsky. Nice little shout out for you there. What else do I got in there, Christine? I got a whole bunch of pictures. Oh, and then you came and you supported me when I was in my big gay Italian wedding.
And you were great. I loved it. It was so much fun.
Oh my God, we had such a blast. That show was so freaking funny.
Yes, it was.
So freaking funny. And then I want people to know this about you before we get into the dirt.
Okay.
You're a huge advocate for animals.
100%. Well,
you have, what, 5 poodles now?
I have 6. I have 4 poodles, a Maltipoo, and a Shih Tzu. Right now they're all over my lap, so if they bark, if one of them barks, excuse me now, but they're my babies and I let them do what they want.
Are you sitting in your chair?
I'm sitting in my chair with my pajamas on already, with the babies, with my dogs. You know how I am, Matt. You know what I do. So, but I love my animals, and as you know, I have my cuffs by Kim D. And we have a new cuff, which came out a couple months ago. It has a paw on it, a dog paw and a cat paw. And 10% goes to animal rescue. I've been very involved with the rescuing of, dogs right now. Not cats. I love cats. I love all animals, but I'm involved more in the dog rescue.
Now, you mentioned the cuffs by Kim D. I was there for you. When was it? In February during Fashion Week when you had that premiere party over at Layer.
Yes.
Tell us how you kind of got involved with that. I know, you're always into fashion. You've been a fashionista for years. I've seen your closets. I don't think you even have room to put even a hanger in there.
Nothing can fit.
Nothing.
I have rolling racks in both my bedrooms upstairs now.
Insane. Literally, your store is a boutique. Your store is turning into your house is turning into Saks Fifth Avenue.
Well, listen, sounds good to me.
But, what made you decide to venture into doing cuffs? They're absolutely gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you. A jewelry company out of Rhode Island, so it's made in the United States, approached me, and, they liked my style, thank you, and they said, we'd like to do a jewelry line. So they asked me to send them all pictures of everything that I liked. Okay, so this is a very quick, funny story. Okay. So in the interim of this, it's the holidays, and I went to a big Christmas party at this major jewelry designer. Like, he's big. He's in Neiman's, and his jewelry is insane. I don't want to mention his name right now, but this guy is just unbelievable. Long story short, they were serving vodka, so of course I had my mattresses that I love.
Absolutely.
And probably 3/4 of the way into the evening, they walked me around the jewelry store. I had just gotten a new American Express. And I woke up the next day with this beautiful black leather cuff with diamonds and a cross on my arm. And I'm like, oh, my God, did I just do this? Like, oh, my God, I was having a heart attack. So I sent them a picture. And we came up, and of course, we didn't copy that because that's like diamonds and leather. I said, I want something affordable that people can afford. So we went crazy and said, let's make it cuffs by Kim D. And we did it leather with crosses, with skulls, with the paws, and they're $85. We're doing phenomenal, so kind of can hit almost every household. And we're trying to get on QVC. I think it's getting close to that.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed. So that's how we came up with cuffs. It was originally just a whole jewelry line, but when they saw how much I was obsessed with this cuff and the funny story behind it, we said, let's do the cuffs.
Yeah.
Okay. It was really cute. It was interesting. So I woke up, instead of a man, I woke up with a cuff.
So you are intertwined with the Real Housewives. You're almost like the salon, but you're the boutique that they all go to and just have word vomit.
Yes.
So
100%. And there's a lot more that goes on that you don't know. You know that.
Yeah, I know. So it's like you get all this information. How does your head not explode?
Yes.
How does your head not explode?
Well, how does my head not explode? Well, honestly, I kind of take it all in, and I hold it all for when I need it. Like, there's so many things that I know, but I don't let it all out at once because, I'm not going to go after someone who doesn't go after me first, so I'm just going to hold it in and wait to see if I need it. But honestly, there are times when certain people will walk off the street because they know where to find me. They know I'm at Posh, so I'm visual, and you can reach me. They'll walk right in, and they'll say, well, I have a story for you. And I have a story for you. And most of the time, it's an ex-friend. It's an ex-family member that they're not talking anymore. And so it's the real deal, and I just cannot believe what I'm hearing. So, they all know, every one of them know I have stuff that goes way back, but I'm holding on to it, Matt. I'm holding on to it. I'm waiting for the right time, or just hopefully I'll be the vault, and it'll stay inside.
So now all the housewives are or were customers and clients of yours at Posche Boutique.
Yes, absolutely, all of them.
Then you kind of got wedged into the show. Just because you were a common denominator amongst all of them.
Absolutely.
Especially in season 1. Why is it, do you think, your Posh fashion show is where the crap hits the fan, for lack of a better word?
Okay, well, I think it's because I stay friendly-ish with people.
Well, because they're customers.
Maybe two of them won't be talking, but they're all going to come because it's my event.
Right.
So it's built up. Like, for instance, when Teresa and Jacqueline and Danielle ran into at the North Jersey, they hadn't seen each other in a while. So, of course, at my event, Danielle came with Kim, and I had the two girls at my table, so that's the first time they had seen each other. So that was the explosion, So it's a lot of my events, it's the first time people have seen each other. When you see the lost footage, Joe had not seen Teresa in a year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's why that explosion happened at my my cuff party.
Right.
Because they all come. When I invite them, they all come. Even because we were basically all made up after that. It's really funny. No matter how mad they are, they all wind up showing up anyway.
Yeah.
Well, they know it's a good time. That's why I throw a good party.
I was just going to say, you throw an epic party. Yeah. And well, we'll get to this, but as you were a lot more involved this season than in past. What are the pros and cons of that for you?
Honestly, Matt, I have never had a con. This show, I love the show. And, a lot of the girls get a little nervous. Oh, God, it's time for filming because you never know what's going to happen. Right. But I hit things head on. I love filming. I love the restaurants. I love going out with the girls. If you have to fight, you have to fight. If you're going to make up, you're going to make up. I take each day as it comes. I love the hair and makeup. I love the whole thing, getting dressed up. I just love it. So there's no cons for me. And honestly, I'm sure people say stuff behind my back. Oh, Kim D, she's a troublemaker, this and that. I have never once experienced walking into a restaurant, whatever state it is, if it was in New York, if it's even in Atlantic City. Everyone is wonderful. They all want to buy you a drink. They all want to buy you dinner. They want to give you things. Everyone's sweet. Oh, we love you because you're strong. We love you because you're a strong woman. So whatever people want to say on Twitter, that's where it gets ugly. Right. I ignore it. I don't even see it. I don't go back at them because there's always going to be haters. I love the show. I love it. There's no cons. All pros. especially for my business. It's all great.
Now, why do you think, because you were so much more active this season, you guys filmed a lot more than you have in previous years. And we got to see it in the extra footage when they aired that. Why do you think it hit the cutting room floor? Because there was so much going on?
Well, most of it didn't. The reason why I think, again, I can't speak for production, and I can't speak for how they cut it. But what I think and what I've heard is that they needed to get the whole making up of Teresa and her family. In the beginning, when they first started filming, Teresa wasn't speaking to anyone.
Right.
It was me and Teresa filming. That's it.
Yeah.
So what they did was they went from January back, I think, and they just, showed all the makeup, I guess, to get to the next season. That's why that happened. I mean, I wasn't a part of that. I was a part of the before with Teresa. Of course, then I went to that event where you see me push Jendal, and I was, that's one of the last scenes we did. And the Moxie, they all came to my event because I had opened up my Posche too.
Yeah, but now why do you think a lot of it was shown out of sequence? Like, when I say out of sequence, like, we saw episode 5 was back in February, but episode 6 was something filmed in January.
When you have a cast or whatever this is that do not speak, okay, nobody spoke. How do you put that together?
Right.
You know what I mean? It was very difficult to put it together. So that's, that's why it looks scrambled. Listen, I'm just from a viewer.
Yeah.
From a viewer. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, okay, that's why this is here. Because it was all about the makeup of the family. They basically didn't care about anything else that happened. Of course, they showed it afterwards because it was funny. I mean, it was great. I think the scenes were great.
Great TV.
And that was real. I mean, it was really real. So I think that's what happened. I mean, now, now going forward, they got these new girls. I don't know what's going to happen with that either. But it's very hard to film these things when people aren't talking.
Right.
So how do you put people in the same room that aren't speaking? So that's why a lot of it was in the cutting floor. And what you see is 3 weeks of Arizona, 3 weeks of Lake George. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Now, what do you think about Caroline getting her spinoff and Jacqueline not coming back? Well, before I even get into that, it was surprising to me, and we have discussed this over the phone, that Jacqueline was back last season. Because originally she wasn't going to come back because she had enough.
Yeah.
But then, with Nicholas and his story, she wanted to, use her platform in a positive way. So,
I give her credit for that, man.
I do too.
I really give her credit. She's a wonderful person. And she's a wonderful mother.
I mean, how many times I've been at your house?
Yes.
And she always remembers me. I give her 10 points for that.
Yep, absolutely.
She's always sweet as hell to me, and she is a funny little chick.
Yes, she is.
She's
really
people
don't
smart
see
and
that
witty.
side of her. They really don't.
It's a shame because she's really smart and funny.
Really smart and funny.
So for her not coming back, I'm not surprised.
Well, yeah. And, the rumor has it that Dina didn't want to film with her family.
Right.
So I think at this point with Jacqueline, she's been on, and I know that she's not sad about this because I know that the show was difficult for Jacqueline. She found it difficult. And, she didn't want to fight. And she has a difficult time as it is, raising her son. And now she's all about autism awareness. And she's doing well with all that. So I think this is a good thing for her. It's a good thing for Jacqueline to be able to be off the show. And she's going to follow. She has so many different careers ahead of her with her son and helping her son and people with autistic children. So I'm happy for Jacqueline. I'm still very good friends with her. We text all the time. We call all the time. She's still a patron of Posche. So I wish her luck. I really do. And I think this is what she really wanted.
And now, something we didn't get to see on last season, and everybody knows, but for some reason they didn't show it, Caroline Manzo and the allegations of Al, her husband's infidelity. What do we got here? Give me the truth. What happened?
Okay. I'm not going to say about production truth. I'm not going to go there, okay? Because you know why.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this. I've known for a very long time all the rumors about Al cheating. I've heard him. I'm a town away from him. I know exactly what goes on at that brownstone. I basically tried to protect her rear end, okay? And in turn, if you watch the show, you will see what she does to me. She turns around and backstabs me, that I've had my hands dirty for years and years and years. That's very interesting, since the girl was at my store taking my clothes for 3 weeks at a time, shopping.
I mean, every
it's very
time.
interesting to talk like that about me when you're coming to all my events. But this year, she never smiled. She came to my event. She was miserable, nasty. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. The woman is just not happy. She's not a happy person. So I guess we all can understand why. I mean, if you have a guy, that husband that's been out there, and you just keep letting him go, she admitted that she knew, you know, how are you going to be happy? You got to swallow this stuff.
I don't understand. One, I mean, and I'm not trying to be a douchebag right now, but he's not the most gorgeous-looking man.
Absolutely not.
And he's a very hard worker. He's always at work. I mean, when he wasn't, even the kids have talked about it, you know? He wasn't always home, you know? He was always working. When did he have time to go, like, bang a banger sister?
Well, honey, you have to answer your own question. Where is he?
Yeah.
And maybe whatever he's doing there.
Yeah, true.
You know?
True.
He could be doing it there.
Are you excited about Dina coming back to the show?
Listen, I don't have an opinion of Dina. I like Dina. She's always been nice to me. We had a little issue the first season that I was on. I wasn't thrilled about different things that she said. She doesn't know me. I really don't know her. But through Teresa, I've spoken to Teresa about Dina. Dina has spoken to Teresa about me. I think we're fine. We're good. And I think she's going to do good. I mean, you know, Dina brings it in her own way. You know, she's pretty snarky. You know, she says some funny things, you know, when she said about the Versace suit, skin, you know what I mean? She's pretty snarky. I think she's going to bring it a little bit. I think it's going to be fun.
And when I was in my big gay Italian wedding, she was a producer of the show at the time. Me and her had drinks and gone out. She's a lot different than,
100%.
unfortunately, what we get to see on TV. So, you know, she had her HGTV show, Dina's Party or whatever it was. You got to see more of Dina. So I hope she brings that to the show. I'm just really surprised by the fans' response, how excited they are to have her back.
I know. Well, listen, she left midstream, so no one really got to see more of her. They got to see everything about Jacqueline, everything about Teresa. You know, and so listen, maybe there's more questions that they want answered. And they liked her. You know, they liked her. She's pretty. She has a quirky way about her. She's funny, and she can be a little snarly, which is good. People like that. So let's see. And you know, they're going to see Lexi pretty much all grown up. She's 17 years old. I think it's going to be fun. I think it'll be fun to watch her again. You know.
Rumors are speculating over who the new Housewives are going to be. I know you can't tell me, but is it anybody we've already seen?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So they're just brand newbies.
Yes.
Is it those twins?
Well, this is what I heard. Once again, remember, I didn't get any word. There's no direct word that I got. What I've been reading and what I've been seeing, and I have a very good friend who's friends with these girls. It's just, isn't it crazy how things fall on my lap?
Yeah.
One of my very dear friends is best friends with these girls and goes to one of the husband's restaurants in Brooklyn. And she said they're on. So I'm going to take her word. I'm not going to go with anything else. I'm going to take her word. These girls told her that they're on. So let's see.
All right, so because we're almost at the top of the hour, I want you to let me know what happened at the Posh Fashion Show that happened last week.
Well, the Posh Fashion Show, there was no fighting. There were no cameras because cameras aren't up yet. There were over 300 people.
Awesome.
When you walked into the room, it was electric. Everyone said it was the best one that I've had. So listen, I've had plenty. So hopefully we're getting better.
Bigger and better.
It was fabulous, Matt.
Where was it at? Where was it?
It was at the Venetian in Garfield, where, as a matter of fact, where they had the reunion. And I'm having another one. It was so fabulous that we decided to book another one March 19th. It's going to be called the Spring Posh Soiree. And we're going to have a party. It's not just going to be a fashion. It's going to be a big party with fashion.
Awesome.
Yes.
So March 19th.
So excited. If they want to buy tickets, they just call Posh.
Call Posh. I have the website up there right now. It's shopposh.com. For more information about Kim's cuffs that we were talking about, it's right there on the screen for you, cuffsbykimd.com. We can't make it any harder for you. Follow her on Twitter. It's at KimDPosh. And just search her name right there on Facebook, and you'll find her. Kim, I love you so much. You know
I love you too, Matt.
I am so excited. Thank you for coming on the show today. And we'll definitely have you back. And, you know, if you have anything coming up, let me know.
Okay.
And vice versa. We'll have you back on, give us some scoop.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I'm so
Do me a
proud of you,
favor.
Maddie.
Thank you. Love you, baby. But
Bye,
do me
honey.
a favor. Send Teresa my love.
I absolutely will.
How's she doing, real quick?
Let me tell you, I think Teresa's doing great. Under the circumstances, she's fabulous.
Good. The kids are good.
Kids are
Housewives?
good. They're so sweet. They're adorable, Matt. They're so smart. They're the smartest kids I know. They're so smart.
Awesome. All right, Kim. Thank you
All right,
again.
honey.
Love
All
you.
right. Bye.
Guys, Kim D from the Real Housewives of New Jersey and Posche Boutique in New Jersey. You get it here on In or Out, pun intended. I always deliver. I do my best. So be sure to check her out online, guys. And they got some great stuff. They ship anywhere, so wherever you are, you can look at her inventory. The store is really small. It's supposed to be designed as if it's your walk-in closet. They have everything you can imagine. Designer labels up the wazoo. Anyway, so we're going to go and come right back because I have an epic out hole of the week for you. Stay tuned. You're watching In or Out, pun intended, here on InRavio.com. Welcome back to Pun Intended. It's out hole time. Out hole, out hole, out hole. Okay, so are you ready for this? I heard about this today, and I had a conniption. After setting record sales last week, Chick-fil-A President and Chief Operating Officer Dan Cathy has realized that hatred and bigotry are extremely profitable in the United States. While hundreds of people stood in line to celebrate a Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day and showed their support for Cathy's anti-gay agenda, Cathy was already considering his next move. According to a senior-level manager, Cathy is planning a marketing campaign around his next controversial and extremely profitable statement. Cathy considered many targets that would appeal to his primarily Southern-based conservative consumers before ultimately saying the following, and I quote, Let's milk this for all it's worth. Let's wait until this gay thing dies down a little. Then I will release another statement that says we don't like blacks either. Now they're protected by those stupid discrimination laws, so we'll need to be careful. But I think it will work. I mean, hey, it's not like it's a lie. We'll have another Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day before you know it. Can we please? When he was confronted about what he said, he responded with the following statement. I'm going to read this slow so I don't mess it up because these are his words. We are a private company with a deeply personal belief system. We are lucky to live in a country where we are allowed to practice those beliefs. We abide by all of the discrimination laws, and we welcome colored folk in our restaurants. I even hire them to work in my restaurants. We do not discriminate against anyone because of their color. However, if I'm being honest, we really don't care for them. That is my opinion, and I have the right to express it. This goes on and on and on. But according to one of my sources, ultimately, Kathy chose to focus his hate on the African Americans after considering and dismissing a promotion that would put actual AK-47s in their kids' meal. According to Kathy, another quote, we wouldn't want some of those kids to have them. Muppets promote interspecies relationships. This man is out of his mind. Apparently, there's a lot of hate in the USA, and Kathy plans to milk it for all it's worth. Dear God, I am no longer, well, not that I ever really did, but I definitely will not be having a Chick-fil-A, or whatever this company is, product. I don't care if I'm dying of thirst and I need a Pepsi. I am not going to their drive-thru or in their store to get a sandwich. If you think by discriminating people and judging people and being controversial is a way to make profits, I have news for you, mister. Nobody gives a crap about your freaking chicken. It's fast food as it is, and I'll go to Kentucky Fried. So that's my out hole of the week. That's the show. Thank you so much for watching In or Out, pun intended. Next week on the show, I have Jason Vox, so be sure to tune in. We have so much more coming for you for the rest of this month. If you guys missed anything, be sure to check out the archive, and you can catch up for free all the past episodes. Also, as a thank you so much for watching, if you're in the tri-state area, here at Emravio, we have contests and giveaways for concert tickets at the Paramount. You can check them out at ParamountNY.com. Also, Revolution, the Suffolk Theater. Be sure to hit up our contest tab. Enter to win on the concert of your choice that you want to win tickets to. Let us know that you saw it here on In or Out, pun intended, and you're entered to win. It's really that easy. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I love you so much. I'll see you next week, 6 o'clock live here on InRavio.com. Have a good weekend.